So 2 months ago, I was fortunate enough to go with the USO it was one of the greatest trips of my life, going to Kuwait and military bases. The best part was they said unnamed military locations, and then Jeremy made a T-shirt for us that had all the locations on the T-shirt. Like, friggin' the government's the best, man. I love that. Lucky enough to go. They send a bunch of thriller writers every year to go to the USO, and we got over there, and it was the most humbling thing. Now, I'll tell you, this is really the story I can tell you. So, is one, when we went there, there's constantly a rotation. The USO does an incredible amount of an incredible job of bringing people over there. And I think the week before we got there was the Ultimate Fighting Championship people, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, and then us. We had like record the audible sigh when they realized that they got the authors, right? Now for Parade Magazine in 2 weeks, so you'll see it there. What happened was, my real involvement with the USO came from this. Is 10 years ago, right after 9/11, I got an email from a guy on a submarine, a sailor, who said to me that they don't have a big library. He's on a submarine, he can't tell me where. They don't have a big library, but he just wanted to thank me because his book really got him through some hard times there. And I thought, my gosh, I can't believe this guy's thanking me. I got to do something for this sailor. So I call my publisher and I say, can I get 10,000 books donated to the USO? And she says, yeah. And I'm like, gosh, that was easy. And so I call another publisher. I say, can I get 10,000 more books donated to the USO? And she says, yeah. And we keep going. We get 40,000 books donated to the USO. And we didn't really tell anyone about it. I mean, I think I put it on a blog at some point, but it's not like we did any press for it. And so now here we are, Jeremy. We all go over on this USO tour. After Kuwait, we were there, and in one of the meetings, one of the guy stands up and basically says to me, I want to thank you for those books you sent all those years ago. I'm like, how do you even know about that? Almost nobody knows about that. And he said, well, when I was serving in Iraq and Afghanistan, we used to find stacks of your books, and they'd always say courtesy of the USO, so I knew you had to have donated them. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, you should not be thanking me. I'm here to thank you. You got it all wrong. So I come back from the 10 days over there and seeing what the USO does, and I realize I need to now, this guy's thanked me, I need to find that first sailor who emailed me 10 years ago. So a month and a half ago, I track him down. Right when we got back. I don't know if I told you the end of the story, Jeremy. Here's the end. So I finally track him down. His email is different. His phone number I wind up finding. And I say, hi, my name is Brad Meltzer, and 10 years ago you wrote me a letter from a submarine. And I just want to tell you what your thank you did for me, because it really got me involved with the USO, got me involved with, we send a lot of books over to the troops. And when I was there, someone said thank you to me. I felt like you need to have my thank you. You need to hear it. And he's just oddly silent, like as if I said something wrong. And I'm like, did I offend him in some way? Does he feel manipulated? I don't know, what's wrong. And so I say to him, are you okay? And he says to me, I'm not. My mom actually died a couple days ago from breast cancer. And my mom died from breast cancer. And it's one of these moments where the entire world, I can feel the earth physically stop spinning. And I say into the phone, I say to him, I think I'm here to deliver a message to you. And he says, what's the message? And I said, when my mom died, everyone was trying to give me good advice, but it was a lot of bad advice. And the best thing anyone said to me was simply this, is, our mothers never leave us, ever. And he starts crying. And now because he's crying, I'm of course welled up with tears. And he says to me, I think my mom, you needed to be here this day. She knew I needed you this day. And gosh, I haven't even told the story. I get all clumped here. And basically, I said, you think in these moments, and I'm not one of these new agey, magical things happen thing, but sometimes we feel so alone in this world, especially in this city, right? This is a city where there's very few families, right? We're all made up of friend networks here, and sometimes we feel so alone, and sometimes we are profoundly connected. And this guy threw me, that sailor, all those years ago, like a boomerang, put me out there, and I came back on his thank you on arguably the day he needs me most. And so the point of the story to me, and beyond support the USO in any way, shape, or form you can, is I want you to think of the person who did something nice for you in your life, whether it's Eli Siegel, or the person who gave you your first real job, or the person who took a chance on you, and thank them. When you leave here, thank them. Email them, find them on Facebook, but thank them. And you will not believe what comes back. I promise you. With that said, I want to... Oh, sorry.
Can I finally shake your hand after that phone call?
You're the guy. Son of a bitch. You're definitely going to be coding. Suck it, New York. You're signing up there. Wow, that was pretty friggin' awesome. All right, it was like, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. I was about to say no more questions. So please say thank you. You'll see the story. And let me say thank you for coming and for supporting us in every way. I appreciate it.